Hello everybody, how are we doing today? I myself am very, very, very tired. Today is just, no. I haven't eaten all day, so while we're vibing, I am gonna be eating a pizza. So yeah, daily dose of pets to start. Let's go.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Pets.
不给你聊。Why are you doing this to me, Dylan? Great.
Personally, I don't think he did it.
Olha o estado que você tá. Você mudou de cor, cara. Você tá da cor de sangue. Que isso?
Bate.
O cachorro, ó, o chão ou é o cachorro? Cara, isso não pode acontecer. Good morning.
What? Gamma's here. Is she not playing with you?
Don't worry, even though this looks really vicious, amazingly no one was hurt.
Look at the pooch enjoying the snow.
Come on.
That was the most efficient ball return I've ever seen.
Someone built an RC car which lets them feed stray cats. This blind kitten was trying to pounce on his sibling. This person trained their dog to help them make deliveries to their neighbor.
Come here, Bean. Hi. Good girl. Hi. Come here. Thank you.
The seal noticed
poor
a dog
dog.
playing fetch and wanted to join in.
Wow.
Something tells me they're gonna be besties.
Don't know why
Why do
he
dogs
think
always
that.
act like this around vacuums?
Excuse me? Oi! Give me the hot dogs. Ugh.
Love the fact that the dog knows which floor. Oh.
So, is this dog really naughty or really hardworking?
My answer is both.
I guess hide and seek is a bit too hard for this dog. Her cat kept trying to catch her toes.
Animals are the best.
I wonder what he's saying. This bird was so excited to see so many bananas.
Do you want bananas?
Yeah, bananas!
This cat was feeling a little shy at the vets.
Aww.
No me muerdas. No me muerdas. No me muerdas. Caballo.
He was like, you're embarrassing me.
No, no.
That reminds me. Is that a... It is. Okay. I mean, there are pets of all shapes and sizes.
This dog won't get in the car until it gets a belly rub.
He's like, come on, you know the drill. Give me a belly rub.
This deaf therapy dog was super happy to see his work friends.
Your friends, all your friends.
Yeah, you're faster than me, buddy.
Yes.
So cute.
This dog was so excited to find out he was getting a little brother.
Look at him, so happy. And they're so energetic, goddamn. How long is this? 12 minutes? I almost felt like it was longer. That is such dirty water.
I cannot deal with the smallness today. The way you literally fit in one hand. Oh my god.
This person has a super rare rainbow cat.
I want a rainbow cat. Look at it. Oh, another snow dog. Oh, look at him. He's enjoying the rubs.
These dogs played tug of war for so long that they fell asleep during the game.
This is the type of shit of, man, I won't
Do you
give
think
up.
he
I
just
won't
had
give
his
up
first
either.
thought?
Yep, 100% he just had his first thought. And then it left. Dude, wait, what if... Never mind. The cats are like, you betray us! Holy shit.
I pulled up and there's this elk and dog literally chasing each other in circles.
I mean, so long as they're
around
having
this
fun.
yard. I don't know. Well, I actually have no idea what's going on.
It's all cat! Look at him! I mean, that's one way to break down boxes. Ferrets! With Packy Peanuts! I love the fact they're jumping in it. No way does it open the door. Oh. Of course a cat.
So much. No.
That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys
look at
again
that kitty.
very, very soon. Later.
So I saw this, and I have to see
Epilepsy
it
warning
now.
for this video. I'm not kidding. This is a shotgun, and this is my shotgun.
Oh!
You are a mailman. You live in a wasteland where everyone has a gun, but for this video, instead of bullets, everything fires nuclear explosives. Your enemies are the greatest danger to themselves, and your allies are now walking sleeper agents. The only constants are ringing ears, unintended casualties, and more broken limbs than an MMA fighter with bird bones. So while everything fires nukes, is it possible to take over the entirety of New Vegas to become the richest man in the world? Or will we be stopped by either A, a local homeless man with a gun, B, a squad of elite assassins that respawn every day, or C, the inability to complete a single quest because everyone keeps dying? Take your bets, because our story first begins in a ruined hellscape, Nevada, and then the nukes fell, where I wake up to a random man about to shoot me in the head.
Truth is, fella, the game was rigged from the start.
What?
Somehow, I survived this. If it wasn't clear by now, this video was inspired by my good friend Reggie and his Fallout 4 video with the same mini-nuke premise. I'll link his video in the description. But for those of you more familiar with Fallout 4, that's a game where your character at least has a conscience. In New Vegas, we do not have that problem. My only issue is that I'm too dang happy all the time, which is why my last name is Gay. First name, Enola. I am the face of
What does
Enola
Enola mean?
Doc Mitchell is eating a sandwich over my bed. Today, I've decided to roleplay a centrist by answering
What
all of Doc's
does
questions
Enola
with no
mean?
opinion. We've got high intelligence for skill points, perception for
Solitary
explosives, and
independence.
endurance for obvious reasons. My first move is to beeline for the chemistry set and make drugs. The outside world is scary, and I'm going to need a teacher to survive.
and that's-
My first goal is to actually get into the city of New Vegas. And as you will learn, when everything fires nukes, this becomes slightly more complicated. So as soon as I exited the house, I went over to the bar to begin a tutorial with Sunny Smiles. Such a reputable young lady will show me the ropes of
that
the
name
Mojave.
references a plane
See the
that carried
sarsaparilla bottles
nukes.
on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
I think he succeeded.
This is what we refer to as a PR nightmare. There is no way to complete the tutorial without disintegrating Sunny Smiles. So I did what any good citizen would do and ran the hell away. Then came back after everybody calmed down. Somehow. Sunny Smiles has seen better days and has my
Goddamn.
reputation with the town of Good Springs. So when I walked in on the locals being harassed by a gang of escaped convicts, I offered to solve this problem.
for the gang. Now I must assassinate a random man in a gas station named Ringo. So after selling an oddly familiar set of armor, I snuck in but got intercepted. If you're going to shoot, you'd better not miss. On second thought, I have reconsidered announcing that I'm going to kill a man who is actively holding a nuclear bomb launcher to my face. The question is not whether he'll kill me, it's whether I'll kill me. One less endurance point, and I would be dead. With my body a walking advert for sunscreen, I asked Doc Mitchell to patch me up, only to find he's charging 50 caps.
Holy
I don't
shit.
need this crap, because my body is a machine that turns sipping toilet water into full health. I'm feeling right as rain, if rain had little chunks in it. The powder gangers have gathered around the town, so I walked off to hunt rad scorpions to get my first level up, putting it into speech and explosives. Having the ability to persuade people will probably be helpful when everyone can kill you in one hit. This did not, however, help with the gang's siege of Good Springs. This is how I discovered Good Springs has a space program. It's explode or be exploded in this world, then I'd rather not be the first person on the moon without a spacesuit. Now that I've mercilessly ended this entire town, it's safe to say my reputation has been restored, because nobody is alive to talk about it. In order to get to New Vegas, we're taking a stop
one way to
through
fix
Red
it.
Rock Canyon to visit the Great Khans, meaning we need to clear the giant insects blocking our way. And I just so happened to realize that shotguns do in fact fire 7 nukes.
You need to be careful. See you around, buckaroo.
As long as I have a 1% chance of hitting something, I can take the shot, and I probably won't miss. Level 3 goes straight into explosive skill, because instant evaporation just wasn't enough. This is what it feels like to fight against a man with nothing left to lose, an explosive shotgun.
I still need to watch
My
John
reward
Wick.
was defiling this random man's grave and stealing his knife, so I have some kind of backup plan if people get close. And we'll need that soon, with New Vegas coming up over the horizon. I first took a sharp left towards the Red Rock Canyon and its inhabitants, the Great Khans. To understand the Great Khans, you must first imagine yourself as the manager of a McDonald's, conducting job interviews. Your first candidate walks in, claiming to be Native American, while he is clearly a white guy with red face paint and a headdress made of Coca-Cola cans. He then hands you a resume, claiming he must restore his former glory. But the resume is simply a laminated copy of his criminal record: aggravated assault, drug smuggling, and public nudity. You look him dead in the eyes and hire him. Why? Because you are a great con. We're traveling here for the very simple reason that I need to be able to survive a nuclear blast, and drugs are the best way to do that. Med-X provides 25% damage resistance, Slasher is another 25%, and Buff Out increases my max health. Blocking us was just a swarm of killer praying mantises, and if that sounds concerning, you forget I'm insane and I now have a special knife. There was also a bighorn calf. I mean, threat to national security. It's a good thing that I'm the human here, and they're the feral beasts. Even aside the knife, it does feel a little strange to light up a stick of dynamite and transmute it into a nuke. Entering Red Rock Canyon, and we can kindly ignore everyone barreling straight to the guy who makes the drugs to buy all his stock. I can't wait to start baking with all their flour. The fact that I can eliminate every single con leader in a single shot certainly changes our dynamic. But instead, I'm going to assert my dominance a different way, by grabbing and throwing all their food on the floor. We'll be coming back here from time to time, but now we need to head off to Vegas. I did get a little distracted by a nearby ruin, hoping to speak with the friendly strangers.
They're very friendly.
Obviously, I de-escalated by carpet bombing the city. Little did I know, here I would encounter the apex predator of the new wasteland. And he is a fire gecko. I remember being blissfully unaware one moment, and then the incident. I may have not been specific enough when I said every gun fires nukes, because it's actually all projectiles, including animal projectiles. When I made it a bit further towards the city, I noticed another unexpected quirk in encountering Cook Cook, an enemy with a flamethrower. I looted his weapon and decided to run a little test, and concluded that yes, all flames are replaced with nukes too. Closer to the city are its upstanding citizens, and here we learn the difference between the casual chem addict and the professional chem enjoyer. Fortunately, this is Las Vegas, so we don't really look out of place. I stopped at the gun runner's store to sell some items and gawk at the insane
sarcasm,
damage
I love it.
calculations before heading into Freeside, the slums outside of Vegas. Getting mugged is a very real threat because I can't fire a bullet, save my self-defense technique of firing straight into the air and waiting 3 to 4 business days. New Vegas should really be called New London because upon first contact, everybody just gives a British handshake, even though I actually happen to personally like the British. Hold on, someone's at my door.
And what can I do for you, fine Irish gentlemen?
Actually, I take that back, because only us Americans could claim someone that looks exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer. I made my way to the front entrance, guarded by Securitrons. Unfortunately, when a random guy made a run for the door, I learned quickly that they take their jobs very seriously. On the one hand, one nuke to the last Securitron, and I can waltz over to the door. On the other hand, that door requires a key that only the gatekeeper has, specifically this guy. I'd love to loot the key off his body if the explosion wasn't so large that it launched the body outside the map. Post-recording note, I'm an idiot. It turns out all the Securitrons are gatekeepers. I just didn't bother to check. All of them actually had the key, and I'm really stupid. This is one of the only ways into the strip, but there is a second one, requiring us to travel to the headquarters of the New California Republic at Camp McCarran. Strange that they let this clearly tweaking out serial killer inside, and even weirder that I can just approach the leader. As a matter of fact, I can go almost anywhere in this highly important military base, except where I need to go, the monorail. As a side note, a quirk of this mod is that NPC nukes don't damage themselves in order to get the AI to actually shoot. They do, however, damage everyone else. The NCR won't let me ride the monorail until I've done some quests for them, starting with finding a mole from Caesar's Legion somewhere in the camp. Psst, but I've got a secret. It's called I've played the game before, so I know who it is. Unfortunately, I can't just kill him because apparently public executions without evidence are a bad thing. Next, they'll say that I'm not allowed to have people for dinner. That'll be the day. Apparently, pickpocketing a literal dirty bomb detonator from him isn't proof enough, so I need to catch him in the act. Curtis visits this control tower late at night to transmit data to the Legion, so I'll stand in front of it for
I gotta find evidence,
straight and find out he's not even there. So I stared at the wall for 23 hours this time, before realizing I'd reloaded and never actually gotten the quest. 20 more hours it is. Finally, I caught him walking towards the tower, and he saw me and turned straight around. 23 more hours, then 20 more hours. I have gone 4 days without eating, sleeping, or blinking, and I will catch this man if it kills me.
What are you doing here?
Oh, wait, this isn't the bathroom. I'll just be going now. See you later. Oh my god.
No.
He chases me with nukes. I have successfully turned Fallout New Vegas into a horror game because Curtis has gone full gang stalker mode and knows exactly where I am and will never stop chasing me. He is Caesar's greatest mole and Skynet's greatest Terminator. I need to get to the monorail to disarm a bomb he planted before he either kills me or the bomb explodes. This is the same monorail that is currently the only entrance into the city. Oh, also I can't kill him because he's still disguised as NCR, and hurting him in public will turn the entire compound hostile. I finally found a path where Curtis the killer doesn't immediately catch me, and I am so scared of seeing him trail 100 feet behind me. The quest temporarily removes the monorail guard, so I need to bust in and defuse the bomb, but my headcanon is that in this world, defusing an explosive means just eating the bomb. I've already survived worse. So let's back up a second.
I mean, I could eat a bomb.
A bomb detonator off Curtis, walked in on him broadcasting classified information,
100%.
chased me for an entire hour. I defused his bomb, and would you believe it? He's still here. This man is the world's greatest actor because I can report what I saw in the tower, and he dead-ass responds.
See if you can discover his identity.
I then walked 30 feet to Colonel Shu, reported Curtis as the mole, walked 30 feet back, and he's killed himself. Curtis, you've done it again. I nominate this man for an Emmy, or a Tony, or an Oscar. I don't really know the difference. The only award I pay attention to is the ability to finally use the monorail. It's been 5 hours. Level 6 when we're getting Demolition Expert. 20% more explosive damage, which to be honest, I regret it already. Onwards to New Vegas we go.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Is what I would have said. Alternative solution, find Curtis's dead body, strip him naked, put him in the corner, wear his clothes, and disguise myself as NCR to walk through. Finally through the monorail, now we just need to get through the guardhouse and safely
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And safely arrive at the strip. Mr. House resides in the Lucky 38, so we can head through the doors and straight to the big man himself. He offers 1,000 caps in exchange for the platinum chip, held by Benny in the Tops Casino. On my way out, I stopped by Jane, one of House's,
Girls, we keep him entertained.
Some might ask why I'd side with the mega gigillionaire Mr. House, and the answer is quite simple. I don't want to pay taxes. That's why when the IRS knocks on my door asking about revenue irregularities, I simply tell them I sneezed and accidentally falsified 10 years of tax returns. It really could have happened to anybody. Also, House gives me 2,000 caps every time I bring him a snow globe, but only 1,000 for the platinum chip. Just a quick nap in the penthouse, and 24 hours later, I'm ready for nap number 2. Welcome to the Tops, Benny's casino and castle. Entering, and we're forced to give up our weapons temporarily. Refusal is not really an option. Benny holds the platinum chip, but with 0 ways to fire projectiles, and all his guards having machine guns, killing him isn't exactly easy. I tried going up the elevator to 2 isolated guards on the top floor, but they aren't opposed to blowing each other up to kill me, which gave me an idea. Walking straight up to Benny, confronting him, so he gives me the keys to the presidential suite and claims he'll meet me up there. This is a trap, but I've covered myself in butter and slipped right past the chairman as they come through the elevator. 3, 2, 1, problem solved. All 4 bodyguards have gone to the big country club in the sky, but Benny is nowhere to be seen. The other casino goers, upon witnessing 4 gentlemen blowing themselves to smithereens, are completely unfazed. It's a good thing I
mean, it's an average day in New Vegas.
I can be stealthy. This lets us into Benny's room, meeting Yes Man, leveling up for more science skill, and materializing the ability to carry 50 more pounds of Nuka-Cola. I also happen to loot a sawn-off shotgun, which fires both barrels at the same time, so 14 nukes at once. But Benny isn't here, and exiting the Tops, we're met by Wolpez, who informs us Benny is now all the ways across the map in the middle of Caesar's camp. He gives us a pass to get in, plus a one-time forgiveness of any crimes we've committed against the Legion so far. Keep this forgiveness in mind for later. But Benny escaping is actually a part of my master plan to professionally rage bait Mr. House. I may be working for him, but I'm not working for him. Before we leave, we have some errands to do in Freeside, ignoring the odd megatonic explosion here and there, specifically a quest to get our first companion. That starts with meeting the king. Ladies, gentlemen, it's time to put on your detective hats, because we're going undercover. Recently, a new bodyguard has moved into Freeside, and his business is a little too successful for the king's liking. We pay him some caps and hire him to tour us through Freeside, a lot like those obnoxious double-decker tour buses, except the free food is replaced with rampant radiation sickness, the driver is a man in a metal suit, and the bus doesn't work because the wheels are stolen.
Sickness,
so basically a normal tour of Romania. My editor is Romanian, and I'm still forcing him to edit this. Actually, I'm sorry, Romania is the greatest country in the world. Our fearless bodyguard detects trouble up ahead, and
was that edited
by leveling the whole block. Basically a normal tour of Romania. My editor is Romanian, and I'm still forcing him to edit this. Actually, I'm sorry, Romania is the greatest country in the world. Our fearless bodyguard
that was edited.
Trouble up ahead and moves
the
into
editors
Hamlet
made
by
that.
leveling the whole block. You know he's a good bodyguard when he's willing to cripple your arm and torso to protect you. We astutely deduce he only fired 3 bullets for 4 enemies. Highly suspicious, I can even talk with these so-called dead thugs. Ignore that missing leg. This is simply what we call method acting. Oris is a fraud, from a certain perspective. Now on to job number 2, which is investigating some Freeside citizens getting attacked. After a bit of back and forth, we discover it's a big miscommunication between the NCR and the Kings, sabotaged by the King's second-in-command Pacer. We tattle the King, and I just remembered the problem with this quest. We need to stop a firefight between Pacer and the NCR. We must save Pacer's life, or the quest fails. It's simple, actually. We just walk over and convince them to stop shooting. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Everyone died. It's lucky that there's a faster shortcut. It's unlucky that it's not fast enough. Pacer, no! There is no way I could get there fast enough to stop the shooting. I tried over and over and over again with no luck. I tried reloading and killing Pacer myself a few times before the quest. I'm not sure what I was expecting. So it's a good thing I have some NCR reputation to spare, because this time I gotta use plan B, killing all the soldiers. I can enter the door and quickly fire over the rubble. I did try it with a flamer, and I killed myself. Then I killed Pacer. So using a handgun, I fired the nukes, waited for them to land, quickly went through the door while the NCR nukes are mid-air, and the quest completes.
Nice.
Absolute cinema. I'm pretty sure if I walk back through the door, Pacer will immediately become jelly. So I turned in the quest, and thank God we're done. Our reward is a single favor from the King, which I'm saving for later, and the greatest companion in the game. Rex. This
Yeah, the
cyberdog is
dog.
an unkillable essential NPC, and he doesn't fire bullets, so he won't kill me accidentally. After buying Med-X and Slasher from the Great Khans, shotgun ammo from the Gun Runners, and fast traveling back to Good Springs, we could finally make our way to Cottonwood Cove in the bottom right of the map, which will send us to Benny. Patrolling the Mojave really makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Fortunately, that's actually pretty easy to accomplish, with Rex absolutely manhandling giant ants and a sawn-off shotgun used liberally. We rolled up to the halfway point in the town of Nipton easily.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did!
Not much longer. I was
Oh,
gonna
right.
say.
Wrong kind of lottery. He's got no money. Remember what I said about forgiveness of crimes against the Legion? Well, the guy who gave me the forgiveness, he's standing here in Nipton. He was standing here in Nipton. That's gonna be a problem. 5 minutes of walking later, and I'm already at Cottonwood Cove, and now everybody hates me. The camp is swarming with Legion soldiers head to toe, and I can't kill this guy at the pier or it'll lock me out of getting to Benny. It's convenient that there is a perfect solution. Every nuke
really?
explosion creates a radiation field, giving me rads and eventually killing me. But my body is so irradiated by this point that I will eat uranium for the 20 billion calories simply because
Holy
I
shit.
can. The hill next to Cottonwood Cove has a hazmat truck
20
with a hatch
billion
you can open.
calories
Legion
in it?
soldiers are not
No
known for their
way.
intelligence, so like Twitter Nazi profile pics to a cute anime, they sprint full speed into the toxic waste and die. The only survivor is the dude on the port because he brought a spare hazmat suit. I just want to re-impress that Fallout New Vegas was made in less than 18 months,
What?
and the developers still thought of that much. How almost nobody recognizes my face is incredible, considering Mind Screams should not have made it past childbirth. The Legion believes that men are superior and stronger, which is why they have the women do all the manual labor. They do
yes.
not, however, believe I should be allowed to have weapons. So now I need to find some. It's like one of those videos where someone starts with $1 and tries to trade it for a house. Except for us, it's a slightly different house, and the dollar is actually 5 bullets and a hunting rifle. There is no trading here, just a long list of atrocities and a man blindly firing into the sky. One Med-X
Makes
and one
sense.
bullet later, Caesar is gone. And the platinum chip is not on his body. It's not on Benny's, and it's not on the ground. Your Honor, I plead whoopsie daisy because, the quest completed. What is happening? The Legionnaires themselves don't have a consensus on if they should hate me or like me.
Have you seen the Legion's veterans arrive from Arizona?
No.
They are fearless.
Another kill to my...
I do not have the platinum chip, so imagine my surprise when the game allows me to insert the platinum chip. My rage baiting of Mr.
Interesting.
House is in full swing, so when I enter the bunker, I immediately hit him with goodbye.
Goodbye? Is that some kind of joke?
You barely understand what I want you to accomplish down
We need to clear out the bunker to activate a Securitron army underneath, and Rex is the perfect candidate. Don't worry, he's unkillable. I am not. Oh, go in there, Rex. Get him.
Ah.
In the penultimate room are 3 generators. If we were following the Legion, we'd want to destroy them. With House, we need to keep them intact. And the guards now fire nukes, destroying them through the walls. Any bullets I fired would also destroy the generators, so eventually I found success in just blindly rushing them with a ballistic fist. This worked until I hit a turret and died so hard it inverted the colors of the game. I eventually got to the end and inserted yet another imaginary platinum chip, powering the bunker and upgrading all the Securitrons. It's time to return to the Lucky 38, which means going back through the Legion camp. The sole survivor of the Courier's nuclear Armageddon is Siri the Slave. When Legion reinforcements arrive, they will simply find her and hundreds of corpses. Oh, it's the children.
I mean, it's simple.
Honestly, just fast traveling feels like Russian roulette because one Freeside gang shootout and you are dead. When we get to the Lucky 38, I give away a third non-existent platinum chip, and Mr. House insists we observe a demonstration of the Securitron's new weapons. So I head down to the testing area, get on the platform, and observe.
What
You know,
the
I get the feeling
fuck?
that something is slightly off here. Maybe it's the silent 30-second stare of Mr. House and the quest failing. Not only do they level the entire bottom half of the Lucky 38, but if a single Securitron dies during the demonstration, the quest becomes uncompletable. I can't even leave the basement because it's scripted that House is supposed to take me back up. The only way I could salvage this was by using console commands to make the demonstration Securitrons essential NPCs. It did make the demonstration much better, with robots ragdolling around, getting up, then firing more nukes, but it does allow the quest to be completed. I am
That's
finally
great.
let out of House's basement and breathe a
I
sigh
want
of
that.
relief
I want
as a
to do
fourth platinum
this.
chip materializes. House's next three
That would be
quests
so
involve
fun.
dealing with 3 minor factions: the Boomers, Omertas, and Brotherhood of Steel. My problem, however, isn't any of these guys, it's the Legion, specifically Legion Assassins. Every time I fast travel, depending on the location, there's a chance a squad of heavily armed Legionnaires will spawn in to hunt me due to my low relations with the Legion. I got lucky the first time when a patrolling NCR soldier wiped out 5 assassins, then the game crashed. I love New Vegas. What I need is a ranged companion to fight them off. Someone who really
I've never
really
actually
hates
played
the
a
Legion.
Fallout game.
Enter
I've seen
Boone. Here's his
videos
deep
like
lore
this
and
before.
motivations. Dead wife
I want to
hates the
play a
Legion.
Fallout game.
You're in.
On my
Raps
list.
and Boone occupy separate
I'll
companion
have to play
slots,
one
so
at
they can
some
both
point.
follow at the
Probably.
same time. But to recruit Boone, we need to complete his quest by finding
What,
the person
67 was
responsible
the
for
most
his wife's
recent? I don't
kidnapping.
know.
Turns out it's this old lady because she had a bill of sale for a human being. Now I need to subtly lure her outside and convince
I
her
need
to
to play a
stand under
Fallout
the
game at some
watchtower.
point.
Jeannie, wake up! It's 1 a.m. We gotta go to the dinosaur ASAP. Oh yeah, their watchtower is a giant dinosaur. And yes, it
Yeah,
reminds me of
nice.
Reptar from the Rugrats. Then we put on Boone's beret, signifying that this is indeed the person, and he could get his revenge. You know, in hindsight, I should have seen this coming. Boone's quest is actually a scavenger hunt where I try and recollect all the pieces of my shattered spine, 1 Med-X, Slasher, and Buff-Out, plus NCR Trooper armor, and only then did I barely survive. With Boone at our heels, we could finally deal with the Boomers at Nellis Air Base, getting
You know,
interrupted by
if your
George
spine
on
just
the way. The
absolutely
Boomers bombard the
shatters,
area
like he
to try to go
says,
through. So George
you could
wagers
just
300 caps
buff
we
it
can't make it
out,
to the
it's
airbase
okay.
alive. This is how I figured out a secret trick
A nice
on how
little
to double
back
your
rub
money.
will make you right as rain.
Now that I've conclusively won the bet before it started, I then proceeded to actually win the bet. Simply walk over to this ruined house, wait for the bombardment to stop, then rush the fence and walk along it. Congratulations, you didn't die. The Boomers let us in due to some Chosen One mumbo jumbo,
Chosen
and
One.
before I know it, they've sent a totally random
Quick save.
stranger into their hospital. I could help them with my medical expertise, yet I actively choose to spread misinformation instead. I also
yes.
happen to notice that
Because that
in
is
the
what we
women's
do.
bathroom is a full set of combat armor, flamethrower fuel, and 4 missiles. Admittedly, I've never been in a women's bathroom, so perhaps this is very normal. We need to increase our Boomer reputation
Is
to
that-
continue
is that
with Mr.
normal?
House. So of
I
course
feel like I
did
should be
that by
concerned if that is
stealing everything in their houses, all their medicine, and raiding their armory. Oh, right, they need to like me. Well, it's a good thing I could go to their museum and listen to this iPad child yap about something. I don't really remember what he said, because as soon as he started talking, I fell asleep for 24 hours. I woke up, and he was still talking. We could also clear this Boomer bunker full of ants, and I decided
Is
to
it
bring
possible
my lovely
for someone to
companions.
actually talk
First,
for
I
24
enter,
hours
then Boone
straight?
sees a single ant.
I'd be worried if I ever met someone who talked for that long.
Alan, we are so.
Alright, Boone, you can wait here. It's a good thing that'll never happen again. The Boomers are pleased with all our work, unlocking their final quest to repair a crashed B-29 bomber. Our job is to recover it from a lake, 2 steps outside of Nellis Air Base, and the free gear delivery is right on time. Outside of that, we should be pretty safe.
Take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Holy shit.
Boone, you are officially
Just get a back
in
rub, you'll be
timeout.
fine.
I'll deal with the death clause my way. I don't remember if the lake has enemies in it, so to play it safe, I made the water undrinkable. We attach 2 inflatable ballasts, swing back to the shore, and activate them to bring the whole thing afloat. This shores up the Boomer quest line, and we're back to the Lucky 38 for the next minor faction. Although we will be seeing this B-29 bomber again. For minor faction 2, it's time for the Omertas. Something weird is going on in their casino, and House wants us to find out what. This casino is pretty awesome. Besides the slavery, drug trafficking, prostitution, murder, thievery, kidnapping, extortion, torture, and their secret plans to arm themselves and kill everyone on the strip. So,
Sounds
a
like an
fast food
average
customer
city
whose
right
sauce
there.
packet was missing, I found the manager and immediately threatened his life. I could excuse
I mean,
all
as
that
any
other
good
stuff,
person
but not
does.
including my complimentary apple slices is just downright barbaric. I returned to Mr. House, and he bestows praise.
I mean,
like,
they should just give out free photos.
They won't let you in the front door.
My brother in Christ, they are strewn across 5 states.
An opinion you expressed with supreme subtlety and finesse. Moving on.
The third and final minor faction is the Brotherhood of Steel. Specifically, we need to eradicate them.
Eradicate, yes.
Emotionally unstable techno fetishist.
The Brotherhood bunker has tight hallways, frequent doors, turrets, and laser minigun-wielding power armor fanatics. I've hated them for as long as I can remember, which is about 5 minutes ago when Mr. House told me to. Upon encounter, they will threaten and fix a bomb collar to you. Not very nice. Unfortunately for them, I have spent the last 2 hours traveling to a random hole in the wasteland, deleting every living thing in sight, and exposing myself to brain-blasting levels of radiation, all to acquire a special weapon. If you're a Brotherhood fan, you may want to look away for this. Remember, everything for the paycheck. The rest of the bunker was a lot of trial and error, which means me figuring out how to not blow myself up. Admittedly, taking a minigun to a cramped bunker was probably the radiation poison speaking, but nobody really put up much resistance until we hit the second level of the bunker. On the left are the scribes, on the right are the paladins. Both are trying to kill us, and so is Boone. It's the age-old question of 6 inches forward or 6 inches backward. Me personally, both. I walked inside, immediately went into the right. Boone destroys the entire room behind me, and I wipe out all Brotherhood leadership in one shot. Most of their gear is either too heavy or too useless for me, but there is a super sledge here to loot, along with a self-destruct I don't activate for the bunker. Definitely because I'm a good person, and not at all because I will return here and sell every single item like a loot goblin. I cleared the very last room pretty easily and left. You might not like it, but this is what peak Vegas performance looks like. Mr. House, I'm back. We're in the final stretch now, with only 2 quests until the ending showdown at Hoover Dam, starting with protecting NCR President Kimball from assassination. The quest is only doable with good NCR reputation, so I paid a visit to the NCR embassy, talked with Ambassador Crocker, and used that one favor from the king to instantly complete a quest to restore our reputation. Admittedly, I vaporized 5 NCR soldiers getting that favor, but what are the odds that happens a second time? As an added bonus to the quest, I got to refuse doing it 4 times, making Mr. House increasingly angry every interaction. Sorry, House, I need to confirm this with a robot far smarter than you. At Grok, is this true? President Kimball's speech is located on Hoover Dam, on the far right side of the map. And so Robert House's finest began their journey, fighting through the desolate wasteland to reach Hoover Dam. The Lion does not concern himself with the Legion assassin. He shows up to the function and arrives at the event. I also met a potential new companion, Veronica. She belongs to the Brotherhood of Steel.
God, you're not lying, are you? You really did kill them. In that case, this is for...
Yes. Oh, no longer potential companion.
What else did I have to... Off to Hoover Dam, where Kimball has decided to fly in to give a speech, and perhaps the only time all the Legion assassins aren't hunting me for a change. We just need to keep our eyes peeled for any suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity.
Either the ranger upstairs isn't who he says he is, or I killed him just because I wanted his sniper rifle. There's also something about this engineer that's a little off. It could be that Rex is suspicious of him. It could be the bomb detonator in his pocket, and it could also be that he planted said bomb right in front of me. Ironically, I cannot confront him, because in doing so, Boone will pick up the slack and blow up the vertibird himself. Instead, I can tell Boone to wait, follow the engineer, and hit him with the Lone Shark special by obliterating his kneecaps. You're welcome, Kimball. And lucky that I didn't need to cannibalize you this time. The reputation bonus from the quest also helps us unlock the NCR Ranger safe house. It is on the other side of some death claws, although someone seems to have that covered. Who could possibly be clearing their way through half a dozen death claws at this hour? Fellas, if you ever go on a date with someone who's just half as obsessed with you as these Legion assassins are, propose immediately.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite part is when I waited 10 hours and the Legion assassins patiently waited right beside me and then killed me. Inside the safe house is a set of damaged Ranger armor, and I'd say we're looking pretty good with it. Boone is also looking good. Before we head back to house to begin the end game, I wanted to fix our armor situation first. This was actually very easy. I just had to incite a super mutant race war. Don't worry, it's not as bad as it sounds. This frees another companion, Raoul, from his prison, whom I then pressed into pseudo-serfdom to repair my armor. As for Boone's armor, I do need to get him something so he doesn't die instantly. Companions can wear power armor, they just can't wear faction-specific power armor. So if I were to find power armor that isn't directly owned, Boone can easily wear it. And it just so happens there's one unmarked location on the map with exactly that. Back through the Fire Ant lands, where Boone took a momentary trip to space, and yet another squad of Legion assassins showed up and encountered a single fire salamander. Personally, I thought I dealt with it pretty well. Oh my god, they lived! Boone!
No! Across the river is the Deathclaw Promontory, containing upwards of 36 Deathclaws and, more importantly, Enclave power armor. I swam over, told Boone and Rex to wait, then used a stealth boy to go invisible and try to snatch the power armor discreetly. This is how I realized my sneak skill sucks. They noticed me instantly, forcing a mad dash for the armor, turning to run, and realizing they do no damage. I have spec'd so hard into damage resistance, am on so much Med-X, and have such an insane HP pool that these Deathclaws may as well be healing me. If that's the case, then there's really only one thing left to do here. Give Boone his armor, stim packs, and a minigun with 250 rounds.
Oh
what
no.
ensued was perhaps the most devastating thing I have ever seen in Fallout New Vegas. Oh my god, Boone! Oh! Boone proceeded to wipe out 36 Deathclaws without getting downed a single time. And the only thing he had to say for himself was, I did put a brief 240 rounds into the mountainside to ensure no survivors, but Deathclaws are now officially an endangered species. We've done everything we can to prepare for the battle at Hoover Dam, so the only thing left to do is return to Mr. House and begin the endgame. Plus, I went back to the Great Khans and convinced them to not support the Legion. I solved the situation without violence. Boone felt differently. There is no going back from the Hoover Dam battle.
This one does.
Were sent there immediately. One Securitron, one Sniper, one Cyberdog, and one angry mailman. We need to make it to the control room unexploded while the battle begins with Khans fighting Legion. I'm not an enemy of the Khans, but nuclear explosions don't discriminate. Waves of Legionnaires can try and stop us, but with assistance from boomers in their bomber, NCR soldiers in power armor, and roaming Securitrons, outside of some minor complications, we buzzsawed to the control room easily. Going topside, and I discovered a very familiar scene of Securitrons killing not only the enemy, but themselves too. I'm surprised Hoover Dam still works at this point, as I put a Securitron out of his misery. The final boss of the dam is not Legion Leg Atlantis. His body is glass, but instead it's NCR General Oliver. He whips it out faster than anyone, instantly
Yes, I made a bad
obliterating
joke.
all his own rangers and me. I tried multiple times to outdraw him with a pistol, and I could not. I even found a more creative route, only to discover he's invulnerable during the cutscene. If I didn't have 100 barter to convince him to leave, this run would be unbeatable. Mr. House prefers the peaceful solution, which is why immediately after coming to an agreement, I fixed that. The game ends with a concussed courier trying to make sense of what's happening and probably getting amnesia a second time. It took many deaths, but you can in fact beat Fallout New Vegas when everything fires nukes. Except for that weapon demonstration. That thing is bullshit.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated
Robert House out of a paycheck.
Let's fucking go. Okay. We've got like 10 minutes. You know, this is about 10 minutes. We'll watch this one. What is happening? Also, Immortals. I don't remember what Mad Grip does. What does Mad Grip do? What is... What does Mad Grip do? Moves cooldown and miss basic attacks and causes scary to... Oh, okay. Swing. That's kind of a scummy way to use Mad Grit, though, I'm not gonna lie.
That hurt.
It is kind of funny how Chucky looks when you use it, though. No way do they get a snowball. I was gonna say. Got their hook. They'll be fine.
Up you go.
I wonder how far the dash actually takes you. To the nap they go.
You're mine.
Absolutely no concern about the wiggle, and there's like no effect on the wiggle too. They lost their speed boost. Oh, it tried to read. Did a pretty damn good job, too. Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to hit you. Practically here's Chucky saying that. Oh no! Ooh! They're not doing too hot. Oh, they're still at 5 gens! Oh.
Take this, dipshit.
Did dude just flip him off? Gonna hit. Almost got the hit.
Just die already.
Isn't that in your basement? Ooh, almost had him on the read.
I'll rip you to pieces.
They tried.
Walls can't lift shit. You can hide, but you're all screwed in the end. Good times are coming.
And they're still on their first gen. They haven't even finished one gen. What the fuck? Ugh. Good timing on the pallet drop. Oh, you're done. You're down for that. Yep.
Something for you, pisshead. That's what you get when you play with dolls. Let's play. Got something for ya.
They got him. I knew they'd DC. And then next DC.
Just die already.
Alrighty, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for being here. Sorry that I wasn't very chatty or anything. Just tired from work. So much so. Anyways, hope you all have a good night and day, and I shall see you all tomorrow night at the same time. Bye bye!